It's really nice to finally meet you. We've been working together for a while now, and we didn't get the chance to actually meet.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
It's really interesting when we start a project and then we just move forward once we get the characters done, and it's
Yeah,
just like so fast, right?
I think so. Yeah, I find that we work really well together.
Anything that was your favorite about working on this book?
Guiding the characters through their vacation time and showing more about Jamaica, things that I didn't even knew about. It was really exciting. I
Yeah.
love that part. And I feel there is a lot of fun pages that I love the illustrations, like when she's, I don't know if I can give spoilers, but
Go
if it
ahead.
is, you can
Yeah.
cut it.
Yeah.
But when
So
she's
that,
eating like an spice food
oh yeah.
and her expression, I really love that. It was really fun to work with, and something that I really loved about the book, it's her learning. You know, like she's going through it and experience and learning more about herself and how to say no. You know, because that's
Absolutely.
really hard.
I
So
think so. Because I think there are things in life that we can't control, and there's also like toxic people that we can't control. I think there's also that bit about ourselves, though, that once we can be confident and be more assertive and develop and strengthen certain tools, I think it helps to minimize stress in life and suffering as well. So,
exactly, definitely. I wish I knew that when
right?
I could have read that book when I was young.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's so interesting to know that you really enjoyed just learning about Jamaica a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in terms of the page with the spicy food, that was one of my favorite pages when I first opened it. So it's kind of neat because I think some of the pages you probably enjoyed doing the most, I could probably feel that as well when I got the results as
Yeah,
well.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Let me see. What's your least favorite part about making the book?
Mm, I feel like having to work on layouts and exporting files is kind of like more
Okay,
boring, you know?
I understand the formatting of the book and yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I hear you. All that technical stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more technical. I do love more creativity.
Okay. Do you have a favorite part about working with me?
I do love the way that we communicate. I think we're pretty clear with each other and
I
it
agree.
flows really well, you know? Yeah. I think you're really clear with your feedbacks, and I like that.
That makes sense. It helps you to kind of provide me with the service I'm looking for. The more you get feedback and are able to get into my mind, you're able to see, okay, she likes this, she doesn't like this. Yeah.
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 It was challenging for me because at the same time that I love and I'm passionate about learning about other cultures, other countries. I'm passionate about traveling and meeting people from different culture. It really teaches me a lot about life,
Okay.
and I'm passionate about it. So
Mm.
I loved working on this book because I could learn a little bit more about Jamaican culture. But at the same time, I was really concerned about not making a mistake or not going through an stereotype that could be offensive, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's a line that we need to be delicate about it, you know, and really thoughtful.
Yeah.
So it's for me, it's kind of challenging in this way, you know, because I want to be respectful to the culture.
Absolutely. I think that you were for sure. And I think all those little fine details will help to, communicate that we cared about the culture. So it's a good reminder for me, though, too, to always take, our best care with the culture and respect as we're working on the book because, people are proud of, where they come from. And so it's important that we continue to um, treat those issues, challenges, just delicately. Hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you have a least favorite part of working with me? And you can be honest.
No, actually not.
Okay.
I really love working with you.
My favorite part working with you, let me think. Um, I think just when sometimes you come up with illustrations that I have never even imagined, and it really blows me away. Yeah, some of the illustrations, it's like not something I would have thought of, and I just get so excited. Oh, I remember one. So Asia jumping into the pool.
I love that part as well.
Yeah, I imagined her a little bit differently, but when I saw her doing that little cannonball, I'm like, this is so much cuter. I
It
really,
was
really liked
cute.
it. Yeah, and that's how I knew I wanted that page to be the first page. So that's what I mean by, I'm sure you know by now, sometimes I have very specific things in mind, but sometimes, you blow me away, often actually, with your creativity and things I didn't think about. And I have to tell you, let's say, like, if I became a billionaire, I would easily fly you all over, just so that you can be in different environments. And because I know that helps as an artist, right? It's one thing to hear about it, but to see it and to live some of the experiences, it helps with your own creativity. So yeah, if I was a billionaire, I definitely, let's say we're doing a book on the Philippines or something, I'd be like, okay, Beatrice, we're going to the
I hope you do get to be a billionaire one day.
I hope so. And you know what? I'm a very, what's the word? Humble person, and I'm also pretty spiritual. But I think it would help me to be able to give back to community, and just continuing also to make books. And I call it healing the world one book at a time, right? Through the messages that we have in the books, for sure. And of course, some of it I would want to have an easier life as well.
It's really nice to hear you saying that, because like for me it's kind of similar. Like I'm always trying to remind myself why I work with illustrations and what's my purpose related to it. And I feel like it's always about inspiring, or connecting. I do love connecting to people through my work. So when I have some feedback from someone who, I don't know, sees my illustration on Instagram, for example, and writes to me like, I love that, it reminded me of my childhood. That's when I feel like it's all worth it, because I do love working on projects that are representative. I worked on books. There's like two of them that I really liked, that I worked from clients that one's called More Than a Princess, another one's called Girls Can Be Engineers Too. Okay. And both of them are talking about how girls can do anything they want. They could be engineers, they could be doctors, they could be artists, So it's talking about gender equality. So it's a kind of project that I really love working on, So every time or working on a book that is talking about Jamaica, it's like, it's important to me. I feel like maybe I have a meaning, when I work on this kind of project, is that it's what I love the most about my project. It's being able to work on meaningful projects, that can maybe make this world a better place,
Absolutely, yeah. So we're both on the same page, because with my little line there of healing the world one book at a time, and then you're talking about the same thing. So, I think it's a great match in terms of, author and illustrator, because we have similar values, it seems like, and our purpose is similar as well. And I think that helps. And maybe if any authors or illustrators are watching this, if they're looking for someone that might be good advice to them, that you could get any illustrator essentially, but you want to ensure that the person you get is obviously talented, but also matches with some of the values you have and your purpose, your why, of why you're writing the book. And I think that will help the book to come out better and make the experience enjoyable too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think you're definitely making a difference. Like, whether you're working with me or other people, I find you're fantastic with expressions. Like the way you capture the expressions are so wonderful. And I think sometimes it's probably not even a matter of what you can or can't do, but maybe you just don't know what I'm expecting, and that's okay too.
Yeah, it's different when you're working on a personal project and from when you are working for a client, because sometimes I do feel like, oh, I could do like something different here, but at the same time, I'm not sure if I'm crossing the line, because I need to understand what the client needs. So sometimes even bringing a little bit of more for example, less detail, so you can actually show me what you want. It's yeah, it's like sometimes it's a matter of like trying to understand your vision, you know. And I do feel like there's like no project that has like no feedbacks, you know.
Yeah.
It's like it's we're always able to improve something, and we do think different, you know. Like, so if you give this book to someone else to illustrate it, this other illustrator, it will definitely illustrate it totally different than I did, you know, because like we imagine different and we create differently. So and that's what it's interesting about it, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Definitely.
In terms of, I was going to say something earlier in terms of healing the world. I remember you were saying, are you making a difference? And I started to compliment you. And something else I wanted to say, when I was younger, I had one of my favorite books. It was called Rosie's Two Left Feet. And it was very simple. But I remember as a small girl, it was my favorite book. I always wanted my mother to read it again and again and again. I probably drove her nuts asking her to read it so many times. But it was my favorite book. And you know, I remember the message stood out in my mind, and so I think that with children, you know, of different ages, our messages, maybe not with everyone, because everyone's going to have, not every book can be their favorite, right? But I think there's going to be children who are really going to resonate with these books, especially children who are racialized, right? Who maybe come from different cultures. There's not a lot of books out there that are multicultural, and so this might help them, you know, to identify with the character and to just really heal from a book, find a favorite, and just keep that message with them, which is, it's like so impactful. I don't even know how to describe it. It's really meaningful, I think, the work.
Yeah, and you know, I feel really grateful for having the opportunity to work on this kind of books. And so when you're talking about literature and children's books, it's really important to have all those representations, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Why do you think that people should buy the book Zaniyah Goes to Jamaica? What makes it special?
Wow, I think we already said it all. It's about, there's a message and learning. It's fun, you know. It's about a family who are having fun, but at the same time, we have a girl who are learning about herself, which I think is really empowering. And there is more about the Jamaican culture that we can learn about and we can relate it to it. So it has all the meanings to.
You're right. You're right. We did cover some of it, but in your response, you added a little bit more. So I'm so happy I asked you again. Okay. To end, can you teach me any Portuguese, just a little bit?
Sure. What do you want to learn to?
Maybe just, I don't know, maybe I'll choose a couple of things, and then maybe if you can choose whatever you think is interesting that you think I might want to know.
Yeah, definitely.
So maybe, how do I say, hello, my name is?
Olá.
Olá.
Meu nome é.
Meu nome é.
Meu nome.
Meu nome é.
And then you can say your name.
Okay. Olá, meu nome é Dália.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's perfect.
Where's the washroom, please? How do I say that in Portuguese?
I'm sorry. Washroom, do you mean the bathroom?
Oh, yes, bathroom. The translation's different. Yeah. Bathroom.
Okay, so I'm gonna go slow.
Okay.
Onde?
Say it again.
Onde?
Onde?
Fica?
Fica?
O banheiro, por favor.
O banheiro, por favor.
Yeah, por favor in Portuguese means please.
Okay. Can you say it one more time?
Onde fica o banheiro, por favor?
What's after fica again? If you
Onde?
what's after the word fika? I didn't quite hear it.
Oh, banheiro. It's because
Okay.
like the word has N and H, and it has the sound of ni, nya, ni.
Onde fica banheiro, por favor?
Yeah,
A little close.
a little close.
All right. Do you want to know how to say anything in Patois?
Yeah, definitely.
Culture. Okay. What do you want to know how to say? And I'm not, I'm going to do my best, but I'm not.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Okay. To say hi, you can say wagwan.
Wagwan.
Yes. So it's like
Wagwan.
WHA and then space GWAN. Wagwan.
Wagwan.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. And as I mentioned, I don't really have the accent because I'm from Canada, so I don't have the accent. I don't think if there's a. I'm trying to think if there's a translation for "nice to meet you." I don't think so. I can't think of it.
Okay, so if you do, let me know.
I will. Okay. What else do you want to know how to say?
What do you know? I think it's easier.
I know a lot of different things. So like for instance, ghost is
Oh, how it's ghost?
duppy.
Duppy.
Yeah, duppy.
How is hello again?
Hello is wagwan.
Wagwan duppy.
Hello, ghost.
Trying to bring it together, why not?
That is awesome. I love it. Wagwan duppy.
Wagwan duppy. I like it.
I like it too. All right. Yeah, so I know you're a busy lady, Beatrice, and I don't want to take up too much of your time. It's so nice to meet you.
I think we covered
a lot.
Yeah, and it was great. I loved meeting you, really, and
I love to meet you too. It was so nice. Yeah.
I know I said that through email already, but working with you has been a really nice experience for me, and I've been learning a lot. So that's really, really nice. And thank you for your patience as well.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And all your hard work, because I know sometimes like giving detailed feedbacks, it takes times, and and I know those projects are really meaningful to you and to your life. So all I'm doing is trying to help you to give the best, to have like the best result you could possibly have, because I know how much it is important for you. So I really thank you for this opportunity and for trusting in me and in my work to help you to bring those ideas to life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you make it so easy. You're very professional. You're super on time. Like I said, your work is amazing. Mostly everything that you would freestyle on your own, I'd be like, oh, it's amazing, and I'd have nothing to say. And I know I have high expectations. So
thank you. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. And thank you for being patient with me as well. And I know that sometimes I can be a little bit of a tough cookie, but I appreciate you telling me it doesn't really feel that way. It's been fantastic working with you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. So we'll leave that there. Okay. Yeah. And
and let me know when I know that the book is already available for pre-order, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. But let me know when it's
when it's published.
And when it's published, yeah.
Okay, I will. It should be published on the 8th, but I'll let you know for sure.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay.
Sounds good, Beatrice.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.